I was an inventor, not just any inventor, but one with a flair for the whimsical and the extraordinary. My creations were not your run-of-the-mill gadgets. They were designed to bring joy and laughter, not a boring one. I made silly things, machines that burped bubbles, gadgets that gobbled grapes. Each invention had a touch of magic, a sprinkle of fun. They were meant to surprise and delight anyone who saw them in action. My workshop? A symphony of sprockets and springs. It was a place where imagination ran wild and every corner was filled with the promise of a new, exciting creation. The clinking of metal and the whirring of gears were the soundtrack to my days. One day I felt rumbly. A food machine, I declared. The idea struck me like a bolt of lightning. What if I could create a machine that could make food on demand? The possibilities were endless and my excitement knew no bounds.
Max tinkered and toiled. Gears whirred, lights blinked. He spent countless hours perfecting his design, making sure every component was in place. The machine was a marvel of engineering, a testament to his creativity and determination. With a final flourish, he flipped the switch. The moment of truth had arrived. Would the machine work as intended? The anticipation was palpable.
The machine hummed, it whirred, it was alive. The gears turned, the lights blinked, and the whole contraption seemed to dance with energy. It was a sight to behold. Then with a mighty bang, it started churning out pizzas. Not just any pizzas, but the most delicious, mouth-watering pizzas you could imagine. The aroma filled the air, making everyone's stomachs rumble with hunger. Not just any pizzas, endless, unstoppable pizzas. They kept coming one after another in a never-ending stream. It was a pizza lover's dream come true and a testament to the power of imagination and innovation.
Pizzas flew out like frisbees, pepperoni pinwheeled, mushrooms mushroomed everywhere. Max watched in horror.
What had I done?
Soon the workshop overflowed. Pizzas piled up, a cheesy, saucy avalanche. They spilled into the streets, a doughy deluge. The city was flooded with free food.
People stopped, they stared, a rain of pizzas. What in the world?
Then a brave soul took a bite.
Delicious.
The pizza frenzy began. The city became a giant pizza party. People built towers of pizza boxes. Kids made forts out of crusts. Dogs, tails wagging, chased runaway pepperoni slices. Even grumpy Mr. Grumpface, who hated everything, especially fun, cracked a smile. He was building a pizza hat. Pizza united everyone.
But amidst the cheesy chaos, I panicked. This was not my plan. I had to stop the machine, but how? I was buried in pizza, up to my eyebrows. Max's mission: stop the sauce. Max was determined to put an end to the chaos that had taken over his neighborhood. The streets were flooded with pizza sauce, and toppings were scattered everywhere. It was a mess, but Max was ready to take on the challenge. Max waded through the pizza sea, his shoes squelching with every step. The smell of cheese and tomato was overwhelming, but he pressed on, determined to find the source of the madness. He bumped into a pizza-loving dog, happily munching on a giant sausage topping. The dog looked up at Max with big pleading eyes as if to say, "Join me." But Max had no time for distractions. "Move it, Pooch!" Max cried, scrambling over a mountain of mozzarella. Then he saw her, his arch-nemesis standing triumphantly atop a pile of pepperoni.
"Giving up, Max?" she taunted, holding a slice aloft like a trophy. Her eyes sparkled with mischief, and Max knew she was behind the pizza pandemonium. "Looks like you've been out-pizzaed," she sneered, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Max clenched his fists, refusing to let her win.
But Max wouldn't give up. He spotted the machine's power cord snaking through the cheesy chaos. An idea sparked. If he could just unplug it, he might be able to stop the source flood. He grabbed the dog's leash, and with a swift motion he tied it around the power cord. The dog, eager to play, pulled with all its might. The cord yanked free and the machine sputtered to a halt. Max had done it.
Max lassoed the power cord with the leash. He yanked, the cord resisted, tangled in a mess of knots and loops. Max gritted his teeth, pulling harder, determined to free it. The sun beat down on him, sweat dripping from his brow. He could hear the distant hum of the machine, still running, still causing chaos. With one final mighty tug, the cord came loose, sending Max stumbling backward. The machine sputtered and finally, with a groan, fell silent. The sudden quiet was almost deafening after the constant noise. Max stood up, dusting himself off, and looked around. The chaos had stopped, but the aftermath was everywhere. The machine, once a source of mayhem, now sat still and lifeless. The pizza storm was over. The sky was clear, and the city was slowly returning to normal. People emerged from their homes, cautiously at first, then with growing confidence. The streets, once filled with flying pizza slices, were now calm and quiet.
The city, once buried in pizza, was now a testament to the unexpected. Pizza slices clung to buildings and cheese dripped from streetlights. It was a scene of delicious devastation, a reminder of the chaos that had unfolded. And you know what? Everyone loved it. The community came together, laughing and sharing stories of the great pizza storm. It was a moment of unity, a shared experience that brought everyone closer. They had shared laughter, joy, and pizza. Families picnicked in the parks, friends gathered on street corners, and strangers became friends over slices of pizza. It was a celebration of life, of spontaneity, and of the simple pleasures that bring people together.
Max learned a valuable lesson that day. Sometimes the best things in life are messy, chaotic, and totally unplanned. He looked around at the smiling faces, the laughter, and the joy that filled the air. It was a beautiful mess, one that he would never forget. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of pizza pandemonium. Embrace the chaos, enjoy the unexpected, and remember that life is best savored with a slice of pizza in hand.